Hey, welcome back, students. Today is Tuesday, September 15th, and guess what? We made it through day one. I am proud of you guys. You guys listened, you guys did directions, you submitted your work to me, so I appreciate it. And that's what I need all semester long. Not just yesterday, not just today, not just tomorrow, not just next week or the following month, but for the rest of the semester, okay? So if we just keep the ball rolling, everything's gonna go smooth. Thank you again for being a great audience. You watched the video, you did what you needed to do, and I just want to let you know I was extremely proud of you. Okay, so in the chat box, I first want you to answer this question. My question I'm asking you is, what are your favorite sports teams to watch? Okay, it can be NFL, it can be NBA, it could be soccer, it can be baseball, whatever you like to watch and who you like to watch. Please name your favorite sports team in the chat box. Go. Okay, so you guys answered in the chat box who your favorite team to watch was. Now it's my turn to answer with this video. My favorite team to watch is Duke, okay? A lot of people don't like Duke, and hey, that's okay, but guess what? I like them. So I've been a Duke fan since about 9th grade. I've been to at least 2 or 3 basketball games of theirs, and I've been to 2 of their football games, and they have been absolutely fun to go watch. I lived really close to the campus when I lived in North Carolina, so I would take trips up there just to kind of walk the campus and see what was going on. So it was a beautiful campus, and it was really cool to go explore. So I just really enjoyed their sports, and actually, I have a friend who I played with in high school on our softball team, and she coaches for them now. So that's actually kind of really cool to tie in with my likings for Duke. So moving on to my SEL activity. You should have a YouTube video that I posted within our video that you're currently watching now. You should take the time right now to go ahead and watch that SEL lesson. It's going to talk about what SEL is, because I know I keep saying this SEL term, but some of you may not be familiar with it. You will hang on tight for a second, and I will get to you in the chat box with a question.
There's a lot of talk these days about SEL, social emotional learning. But what exactly is it? Social emotional learning is the process of learning social and emotional skills, and it's just as important as learning reading or math. This learning process is most effective when it begins early and continues through high school. Social emotional skills are essential for success in school, work, and life. With SEL, students learn to manage their own emotions and behaviors, have empathy and show care and concern for others, solve problems effectively, make responsible decisions, and maintain healthy relationships. Students learn to recognize what's happening inside them and to be aware of their emotions, which helps them deal with strong emotions and impulsive behaviors. It helps them stop, take a breath, and think about a situation before acting. Students learn to identify others' emotions and perspectives, which helps them empathize and show compassion, no matter who they are or what their background is. It's not difficult to imagine how this is important in the classroom and in life. Students learn to solve problems in peaceful ways and communicate assertively about what they need or want. This helps them get along with other students and get the help they need from adults. When students learn to make responsible decisions about their lives and their future, things can turn out better. Research shows social emotional learning makes a difference. Students who participate in SEL do better academically, have improved attitudes and behaviors, and act in delinquent or disruptive ways less often. In the United States, students with strong social-emotional competence are twice as likely to earn a college degree and nearly 50% more likely to graduate from high school and have a full-time job by age 25. Just as important, students who are socially and emotionally competent have more friends. This means they're more likely to feel connected to school and do well, and less likely to be left out or bullied. Simply put, by participating in social emotional learning, students learn the skills to succeed in every facet of school and the rest of their lives.
Okay, so once we're done with our SEL video, we're gonna go ahead and move forward, all right? So now it's time for the lesson focus. First things first is yesterday when we tried to download the Word document and I had you guys write on it, it didn't really work out the way that I would hope it would work out. So we're gonna try something a little bit different today, all right? Like I said, just bear with me, guys. We are learning as we go along, so I am learning what techniques work the best. I'm learning how these videos work. I'm learning what I can teach you. I'm just learning different things in general, okay? As you guys are receiving the information, you guys are learning as well, all right? So in your Microsoft Teams, you're gonna go ahead and pull up day 6 activity. So it should look like this with your instructions and then a picture of the little people doing physical activity. So when you go ahead and pull that up, you may read through it and it'll explain to you what I'm looking for you to do, okay? Once you have that done, you will pull up a blank Microsoft Word document. These computers should have come with the Microsoft Word software, so you should easily be able to pull up a document. When you get that document pulled up, please do a couple of the following things. First thing is, I want you to, like I said, open the blank Word document. I then want you to put your name on it, because remember, I can't grade things without having your names on it. I want to put today's date, which is September 15th, 2020, and I want you to put what block number you're in. Okay, so if you're in my 8th grade class, you're going to be in blocks 1. If you're in my 7th grade class, you're going to be in blocks 2. And if you're in my 6th grade class, you're going to be in blocks 4. So you should have a blank Word document that kind of looks like this. Okay, like I said, your name, your date, your block number, and then day 6. And then you will go ahead and write what you need to, or excuse me, type what you need to for the assignment underneath, and then you will submit it to me. My question to you is, what ways do you like to be physically active? Okay, some people may like to go for a run, some people may like to go for a walk, some people may like to go for a playground. What ways do you personally like to be physically active? Don't just tell me, I like to go walk. I like to go run. Okay, tell me when you like to go play sports or who you go play sports with, okay? I want to know at least 3 ways you like to be physically active. I will give you an example of ways that I like to be physically active, so that way you have an understanding of how I'm looking for you to answer this question. Before I tell you my ways I'm being physically active, I want to go ahead and have you look something up on the internet for me. So, I want you to type into Google, what does being physically active mean? Because just because I say it doesn't mean you know, okay? So go ahead and look it up in Google, and then we're gonna come back, and then you're gonna listen to me talk about ways to be physically active.
Go Tars! Luna and Dinamita in Let's Get Moving.
You've been practicing for hours, Dinamita. Aren't you tired?
No way, Luna! Physical activity keeps me energized. I try to practice for at least 4 hours every day.
Why?
Because being physically active keeps me happy and healthy. Take it easy and lift it slowly, Luna. Great job, Luna! An activity like this can build strong bones and muscles. Physical activity also helps me maintain a flexible body, so I can move with ease. Being active keeps us in good shape and helps us run faster and faster.
Hey, wait up! What can I do to be more physically active?
You can stay active by playing sports. We can wrestle. We can play soccer. Do some yoga. Go biking. Go on a hike. Or play outside. Tag, you're it.
With all this exercise, I already feel stronger. I'm not letting you get away this time.
Good job. So physical activity means that you are using energy in your body, you're getting up and you're moving, you're doing something. It can be the slightest bit of thing. It could be lifting a gallon of milk from one fridge to another. It could be doing something as simple as walking down the steps. It could be something as simple as dancing or running, okay? There are many different ways to be physically active, and I hope that you can think of 3 ways that you like to be physically active. I hope that as you're reading and as you're listening to me about ways to be physically active, you're keeping in the back of your mind as well on ways that you like to be physically active. Because remember, you're going to be writing about this, okay? So please make sure that you start thinking about ways that you're going to be physically active. But my ways that I'm physically active are going to be different than your ways that are physically active. If I see that you have the same exact ways as me, I'm going to question you as to why you have the same reasonings and ways as me, okay? So my first one is golf. I love to golf. Golf is a great sport to go out and relax, spend time with other people, think about things, and just play a sport that you love doing, okay? So you may ask, how is golf involved in physical activity, okay? So just because I swing a club, I gotta go retrieve the ball, okay? So by riding in the golf cart, I get out of the golf cart, I take my club, and I play my next ball, okay? After that, I do the same thing. I ride the golf cart, I get out of the golf cart, and then I play my next ball, all right? So I'm walking to the ball. I'm then using my arm motions to swing, okay? So those are just a couple of slight ways to be physically active. And I mean, some people can walk a golf course without golf carts. There are some courses that don't allow golf carts, which means you have to strictly walk. So definitely golf is a great way to get physical activity. My next one is taking my dog for a walk. So I have a big Great Dane, you know, like the big dogs, and he loves walks. He knows that special W word, which is walk. So every day for at least 20 to 30 minutes, him and I go on walks, okay? So not only am I getting my physical activity just by walking, I'm getting his physical activity as well too, even though he's an animal. So it's the best of both worlds. I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm getting my exercise as well as he's getting his. My third way of being physically active is probably one of my favorites, especially moving closer to the ocean. Now that I ever have been, I could definitely hit up the ocean anytime I want to. So swimming in the ocean is a great way to be physically active. Well, how does that make me physically active? Getting into the ocean and maybe trying to bust through waves definitely uses some leg muscle, okay? And when you're swimming in there, you obviously need to use some arm muscles, so that's gonna work your shoulders, that's gonna work your pecs, that's gonna work your back, okay? So they're definitely using a bunch of muscle groups when you're swimming in the ocean, all right? So not only do I just go in there to swim, but I also go in there to ride a boogie board. So I need to be able to keep my body weight on the board without falling off as I'm riding a wave in, okay? Also, this helps your cardio. For those of you that doesn't know what cardio is your heart, okay? It's when you're walking or running, that heart rate gets up, which means you're getting the cardio for the day, okay? So cardio is something definitely that you need in your life to keep that heart beating, to keep that oxygen flowing through your body. It's definitely a necessity. So it's something that you may want to start doing if you're not doing enough of it. So within the paper, you will read what I'm looking for, okay? There is 1 or 2 things that I do want to point out and I do want to talk to you about, and that is the sentences, okay? So yesterday I gave you guys an assignment and I kind of didn't get the sentences that I was looking for, okay? So I need you guys to go ahead and step up your game there and start doing your sentences a little bit better. When you submit work to me, please make sure it's neat. So for example, yesterday I got a couple emails that were within the text box, the subject box, okay? That was their answer. Guys, I get it. I know that it's maybe something that you're not interested in, but I'm asking you to do it. So please do it for me, okay? So if you're gonna send me an email just by typing your answer, you need to go ahead and type in the text body and not just in the subject, okay? So please from now on, do not put your answers in email subjects, okay? You may put it in the text body, but do not put them in email subjects. And if you're not sure what that means, by all means, ask about it and I will let you know, okay? So for this assignment, you're going to be writing 4 to 5 sentences on ways that you like to be physically active, okay? I said at least name 3 different ways that you want to be physically active, and then you can build off of that, all right? These assignments are meant to sit down and make you think a little bit. They're not meant for you just to blow through and just not really care about, okay? So please sit down and think about this. If you don't get it done by the end of the class period, that's okay. Just get it done before our next class, all right? So do it as homework. Also, you need to be your own person. I don't like somebody who copies somebody else. So just because I may have a different answer than the person next to me, that's good. I don't want to have the same answer as them. But I get it, we might have some we might have some same answers, such as everybody likes to take walks or people like to run around in the backyard with their friends. I get it, I do. But please try to be different and give your own different answers, okay? Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. So there's one more thing that I would like to talk to you guys about, and that is yesterday's lesson as well, too. I posted in the video that I wanted you guys to get up and stretch, but I don't think anybody really got up and stretched because your cameras were all off. So we're gonna go ahead and turn our cameras on, okay? So go ahead and turn those cameras on for me. And we are going to do 10 jumping jacks together, okay? So go ahead and get a space that there's nothing around you, making sure that you're being safe, okay? And we're gonna do 10 jumping jacks together. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So I hope that I could trust you this time now and that I physically saw you do them, because like yesterday, I don't think that you did the stretches. So please make sure that you do those jumping jacks, because I am now watching you about doing those jumping jacks. For our final part of the lesson focus, I am going to post this as well too. Okay, it's called Crack the Secret Code. I understand that some of you may not have a printer, and if you don't have a printer, that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and do this a little bit different. So, you're gonna go ahead and pull this up on Microsoft Teams, okay? And then you also can pull up either the Word document that you used to write your physical activity paper, or you can pull up a new one. I just recommend that you put them all together, that way it's easier for me to go ahead and look at. So what we're gonna do is you are going to look at this and you are going to write down the answers on your physical activity paper. So on your Word document that you should have for your physical activity paper, you're gonna go ahead and follow this. So for example, I'm going to do number 3. Or excuse me, number 2. All right, eat foods lower in solid. So I'm gonna look at the picture and I'm gonna correspond. So I'll bring it down here and I'll write. So the first one is F. The second one is that, so it should be that, A. And then the following is a bread, and that's T. Okay, so you're gonna continue on with these on your blank Word document. Got it? If you have any questions, go ahead and ask me. When everybody's done, we're gonna go ahead and stop watching the video. We are then gonna bring it back to everybody on Teams. We're gonna talk about a couple of things, and then I'm gonna have an exit slip for you guys to do. So I hope that everything went well today for you and that you understood everything. And if you need help, again, please don't hesitate to ask me. I wanna help you guys out, but please make sure that we get this done in the correct way, okay? Please make sure that we're writing our sentences. Please make sure that we did it on a blank Word document, just like I stated earlier in my video. So that's why I'm doing these pre-recorded lessons, so that you can go through and go back and listen to what I said. So that's what I'm gonna be looking for this time, all right? Let's see who can follow directions, okay? And if you're struggling a little bit, I'll ask if you need some help and we can go from there. All right, so we're gonna bring it back together and we're gonna do an exit ticket, and then we will be done for the day, okay?